My sister went to her ultrasound appointment, and she's 6 months pregnant with a boy.
Okay. So she's almost
Yeah.
done.
September
More months.
14th is her due date, which is 7
Mm.
days after my grandmother's birthday.
Aw.
Yeah. But okay, so I don't know if I ever told you this, but I think my grandmother is a witch. So the day before my sister found out that she's pregnant, my grandmother and my
Mm.
mom and my sister were all riding in the car together, and she turned to my sister and was like, you're getting up there in age. It's up to you to continue on the family line and bring more blood into the family. And she touched my sister, and the next day my sister went to I guess she went to the doctor and found out that she was pregnant.
Mm.
And granted that my sister had been throwing up for a while before that, so she already thought that she was pregnant, but it's still um I still think it's weird. Um it's probably a coincidence though. Probably not witchy. Um so after that, uh they did that video chat where my sister video chatted me to let me know that she was pregnant. She let everybody else know at the same time. Um
Mm.
my grandmother was like she was saying, "Oh, you're gonna have a boy. Oh, it's gonna be a boy. Oh," and she was just referring to it as a boy. And then she went to the doctor and got the ultrasound, and they found out that it was a boy. Um, so yeah, there's also
There's always this phrase that your older people are wise because
true. There's just one story I want to tell you. Okay, so when I want to say when my mom was little, um, she went to a fortune teller, and you can't believe almost anything a fortune teller tells you because you can't tell the real ones
yeah.
from the fake ones. Anyway, my grandmother went and the fortune teller told my grandmother, she was like, I hear a baby crying in your future. And my grandmother was like, yeah, uh, I have a daughter, and she's like so and so years old. And she goes, no, this one's a boy. And my grandmother was like, no, um, I'm not gonna have any more kids. Uh, and it was odd. And my grandmother was like, well, um, she put the woman off as like being, just maybe she's just wrong or she's a fake and all this. And then 20
Mm-hmm.
years later, my grandmother's in her 40s. Usually after a certain age, you get to point most women get to a point where they can't have kids. My grandmother thought she was at that point,
Yeah.
and she was on the road with my granddad, who was a truck driver, and she was at a gas station in like the middle of nowhere or up north, and she got sick. She got she started throwing up, and she was like, "Oh God, I haven't thrown up this much since I was pregnant with Pam." And uh, so she just, she took the pregnancy test, and she's pregnant, and so she was like freaking out. So when she got to that point where you can go to, I guess, have the ultrasound and figure out what it's, she found out it was a boy, which led her to, rethink the whole fortune teller thing. So she considered my uncle like a miracle child, even though he acts more like the Antichrist. So yeah, that's why I was like, my grandmother does some witchy things.